Hey guys, so today I've got some awesome information on the Black Ops 3 Zombies campaign, or the story mode, whatever you want to call it. We know that we are going to be getting Shadows of Evil, we have Dead Ops Arcade 2, we have the Giants, we have this secret forest map that a lot of people thought will be just a standalone map like the others, but actually this is to do with a campaign that I want to talk about within this video. I would also like to give credit to Glitching Queen for some of this information. So far, we don't actually know how to unlock the campaign for zombies. Possibly, it might work like World at War, where you have to complete the normal campaign first, and then once you've done that, you will then unlock the secret zombies campaign or zombies story mode. It could work very similar to that. We know we have this secret forest map, which is actually linked into the campaign. That is part of the campaign, and we've also been getting a load of leaked images of this up on screen. Now, I'm not supposed to show it, but you know what, I'm just going to go out there, going to throw it out for you guys. You can see here, this is something we've never seen before. This is obviously a different map. We've got trees in the background, zombies coming towards us. We have our, Shadows of Evil characters sitting there. If you actually change screen and you actually come back to this, the character will actually change depending on what time you're on this loading screen. But that doesn't really matter. We have the Shadows of Evil characters in this forest location, and we have no idea where this is set. Well, actually, it's to do with the Black Ops 3 Zombies campaign. So like I said, credit will be down in the description, but this is what we know about the campaign so far. It will take place 5 years after, or initially it's going to take place 5 years after the normal campaign in the year 2070. So for the next 5 years, it was the longest and darkest days ever. The quarantine zones had been opened, we don't know why. Basically, the restricted areas were open, they were free. No one was, keeping these people inside of the quarantine zones. The world was in a state of disorder and anarchy. The human population had gone down to just a few 100 million scattered around the world, and the undead had risen up to 7 billion. So now 5 years later, in the year 2075, you are now playing as your character. For some reason, you are lying on the floor, your eyes are closed, and someone comes up to you and says, "My name is Dr. Salim, we've met before." He says, "You have fallen between a world of the living and the dead called the Void. Your body is dead, but your mind is still alive." Dr. Salim says the only way you can hear him is through the direct neural interface in your subconscious, and that you don't believe you're dead, which is probably not a surprise. The last thing you remember is chasing a very bad man called Deimos in Zurich and trying to stop him from his evil deeds. You speak to Dr. Salim about Deimos and how he had taken over the world and was responsible for what had happened to it. Also, he may have created the zombie infection, and they talked about Deimos controlling the undead. Dr. Salim was actually behind the Black Project, and he was using the technology to control people in the actual campaign. We know that this will take place 5 years after, or if you want to count it in 2075, 10 years after the campaign, but it does link in some ways. Dr. Salim then says to you he is going to do the same with you, but for some reason you are stronger and more resistant and more difficult to control. Another voice is then heard in the background saying, "I am Delos, goddess of trickery and deception. You are more powerful than what Dr. Salim can ever imagine." Dr. Salim then explains his intentions with you and what he wants with you. He says humanity has outstayed its welcome and the dead shall inherit Earth. He wants you to open a gateway that will allow the forces of evil through. It will also allow him to have an undead army soon enough, and so he can use that to defeat Delos and take over a place called Melem. He needs you to sacrifice your blood. He wants you and the rest of the species, your species humanity, to actually bow down before him. So that's very interesting. That's all she gave us right now, and if this is the storyline, I really cannot wait for it. Obviously, it's going to link into the campaign, as we've seen previously. It will take place, in the year 2075, so a few years after the campaign. We have Dr. Salim, who will be in the normal campaign, coming to this zombies mode, and for some reason he wants you. There is something special about this character that you are playing as. Now, who this character is, we don't know. Like I said, we've already seen images of the Shadows of Evil cast, so when we will get to see them within this, or maybe that's just for the loading screen, I'm not too sure. But it is very, very interesting. Now, we have the secret forest as well. We don't know what this forest is, although if we do go back previously to the campaign, we learn about a white forest and about how it's kind of like sacred and just a place where no one can be hurt. So I think our character may be trying to get to that forest because that is the only place that they will be safe. So far, it's sounding really good. That's all I've got for you in this video. Like I said, credit will be down down in the description to Glitching Queen, what an awesome person. If you would like to see some more videos on this channel, this is a new channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that would be much appreciated. Drop a like rating, let's just show some support, let's go for, I don't know, we've just started out, so I'm going to let you guys go ahead on the likes. I'm not going to ask for anything, but I'll just start to say thank you so very much for watching the video. It's been hard work, but we are here, guys. Zombies is finally coming. I am so excited. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.